Okay, guys, so this is our last alternative song for today. It's Linkin Park, like I said. Um, so the connection between System of a Down and Linkin Park, they were actually rivals for a long time, friendly rivals, but rivals just the same. And I remember when I lived in Germany, we had this. There were a lot of music festivals, but we had this main one called Rock and Park that we had every year. It was like a 3 day festival where there was like a main stage, and then there were a lot of smaller stages. But you brought a tent and a lot of vodka. You spent 3 days, and it was just phenomenal. It was just great. I mean, I saw a lot of concerts when I was there, but over the course of my almost decade there. But yeah, I mean, these guys would just go at each other. The great thing about all this was that when Chester died, I guess Linkin Park, when they held the tribute concert for him in LA, pretty much all of System participated in the concert, as well as a lot of the guys from other bands, but System played a huge part in it. I think like the drummer from Sum 41 was there and stuff like that. I know that Chris, who has now passed away himself, did hit up he actually did Chester's role. He was the lead singer. It's another tragic story. But anyway, this is actually Linkin Park performing Crawling. It's a live version. It's acoustic live. It's good. But like most live versions that are acoustic, unless it's like very quiet, which no Linkin Park song is, especially Crawling, he encourages the audience to sing along, and so you're gonna hear a lot of audience participation in the song. I'm just giving you forewarning of that. I'm also going to put a link to the video that I'm using down in the description, so you can watch it if you want to afterwards. But I hope you enjoy this, because it is one of, I think, the last performances that of this. I think. Don't quote me on that. But here we go. Yeah. It's in 2017.
She wants to sing. Okay. We all have to sing. Everybody.
Linkin Park is not Linkin Park without Chester. That's my feeling.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending, controlling. I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. Felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin, like these walls they will not heal. Fear is how I go, confusing what is real. Discovering things pull itself apart, distracting, reacting against my will, stand beside. it's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in. I felt this way before, so insecure. Crawling in my skin. These words ain't real, not real. Fear is how I go. Confusing what is real. Crawling in my skin. These words ain't real, not real. Fear is how I go. Confusing what is real. Thank you.
First of all, how many people have felt that way before? I know I have. I think that's why at that time in my life it's kind of ironic because at that time in my life when that music was coming out was probably the happiest time in my life. Yet, it was also a time in my life when I was doing a lot of self-healing and a lot of self-discovery and introspection and figuring out who I was. You know, I was kind of healing a lot of past hurts and forgiving not just others, but forgiving myself and learning to love myself and figuring out who I was as a person, as opposed to the perceptions that other people had placed upon me my whole life. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because for the first time I had put distance, and I don't mean just a little bit of distance. I mean, I had left the country and put distance, between myself and them. And so there was this music that was I don't know if you've noticed, but all four of these songs are all very introspective songs. They're talking about very deep subjects, even though they've all gone at very different paces. Drive is very slow and very kind of like, and while Crawling is normally done at a very fast pace, this one, which is very beautiful and very sad and almost brought me to tears, again, very introspective and very sad song. All of them are, in some way. And at that time, that was the music I was drawn to. And that's what I was listening to a lot of. Actually, it's kind of funny. I was listening to a lot of that and a lot of R&B and hip-hop. But the hip-hop I was listening to was European hip-hop. I wasn't getting American hip-hop over there. I was getting a lot of European hip-hop. So that's kind of what I was listening to and I was drawn to. So while it was the happiest time of my life, it kind of seemed like the music I was listening to was very kind of like sad and kind of, macabre. I don't know. Strange. But I don't know. I've never actually thought about it before, but now it kind of makes sense. It was part of my healing process. And it's probably why it's still very near and dear to my heart. I don't revisit it much. And maybe that's why. Maybe I needed it for that time in my life. And now when I hear it, it's nostalgic and it's great, but it's not, and it's still in my music collection, but it's not something that I go back to very often because I've moved on to another time and place. And that's what music is. To me, music is a journey. You know, it goes along with you. It tells your life's story in a way. You know what I mean? In stages. But it's part of your storybook. So I hope you guys enjoyed that last rendition of Crawling by Linkin Park. It was in 2017, so it was one of Chester's last performances, and so it makes it all the more special. Yeah. So you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed today. Today was fun for me. It was something out of the ordinary, and we'll pick up Woodstock afterwards. But for right now, I'm taking some NyQuil, and I'm putting my ass in bed. And you guys remember to like, comment, and subscribe, please. And have a great day. And take care of each other, because no one else is going to. Bye.